Have you ever tried to play crypto and you're just like this?
Bitch, everyone always makes fun of my fucking TV. Said it was a 2005 TV. You can play this game, bitch.
Why the fuck do people play this legend? Hi. I'm Frosty. I'm a crypto main. I've been playing crypto since season 3 when he launched.
Dear, I'm sure you'll find this as impossible to believe as I do.
So here's 5 things holding you back from being a good crypto and having fun with him, because he's actually quite a lot of fun. Number 1, you are not using your drone past just grabbing banners and pinging for enemy squads. There's a lot more to crypto than just mindlessly using his drone. The fun parts about using his drone are about how creative you can get with your plays using it. What you should be doing is using his drone as sort of a tripwire. Place it in choke points, place it in highly traveled areas. Make it difficult for your enemy teams to travel past it without getting spotted.
You think you're not being watched right now. Don't be an idiot.
This is also very useful for having those ambushes set and ready. When you get that scan and you get that tripwire trip, boom, time to lay down that ult, get that whole team giga EMP'd, okay? I mean, come on, we've all been randomly jumped before by some enemy team out of the fucking blue, so it'd be best if we know that they're coming beforehand so we can at least prepare for it. Number 2, we're not utilizing the quick throw for the drone. Not as nearly as well as you could.
Hey Terry, you want some?
This bitch empty.
Now, while the change initially dropped for crypto, the players had mixed reactions to the change. Some players really enjoyed it, others thought that it was a pointless change and it didn't really impact crypto all that much. Well, they came to turn around. The crypto community has found that it is actually quite a useful ability. The most notable part of that is that you can have your drone flip 180 degrees when it's hit a wall or a structure after its initial throw. And this is really big because you have to think about corner checking, peeking. You can throw your drone up really quickly into a height. You can scan people in windows. You can check the floor below you. You can throw it out really quickly into a fight. And then you'll have good scan coverage for a little while at least. You can especially use it through Bangalore smoke. Huge counter to Bangalore. Put your drone right through there on the smoke and boom, get the whole area covered. Use this drone smartly. Think outside the box. Use it in ways that would create a unique advantage that your other team is not. Of course, that's how you make the most out of any legend, but crypto especially because his kit is so unique. It's so broad in its capacity. Number 3, you spend way too much time on your drone, bro. Get out of your drone. If you wanted to go play VR, you should have got yourself a Vive. You should only be in your drone for extended amounts of time when A, you are ulting, B, you are reviving, or grabbing banners, or C, scouting in a direction. By the way, if you scout in a direction and then you recall your drone and then scout in the other direction, that is a whole lot faster than scouting your drone forward, coming back, and then crossing, and then going back again. It takes way more time. If you guys want any more crypto tips, leave a comment in the description. Put a like on the video. I would like to make more crypto content in the future. Anyways, that aside, another main reason you don't want to be in your drone all the time is you need to be ready for anything, and your teammates tend to leave you behind a lot.
We haven't done anything wrong.
It's a sad truth for crypto mains everywhere, but your teammates tend to leave you behind. Unless you're the one leading the charge, which you tend to do once you start getting used to crypto. Number 4, and this is a big one that I think is a little bit understandable if you think about it, but a lot of people still don't do it, and that is Ult Accelerants. Carry them, keep them, use them. They're huge, they're necessary. They're not as important as Watson. She does them faster, and she gets her ult fully charged from it. You only get about 35% ult charge from these, but that's still huge. Getting them early in the game is incredible, especially for those early team fights where a lot of people pretty much should only have white armors, unless you landed in a hot zone or a high tier area. That will cause a huge difference in a team fight. And even if you don't crack the armors, the slow itself is enough to really impact those early fights, getting you that nice early KP, securing your area, securing your zone, allowing you to finish a fight quicker, getting you to rotations earlier. It impacts the entire game, and you should really think of it like that, as in a big macro impact scale. I specifically carry at least 1. If I find more than 1 and I have the space for it, I'll carry 2 or 3. If you're in the middle of a fight and you just use your EMP, there's a third coming, and you armor swapped and got your med kit off, and there's still enough time for you to get 2 ult accelerants off, you should have your ult up by the time the next fight starts and that third party comes in, if they haven't come in already. It's a huge game changer, because they'll just think that the EMP went off and you know, they're done. There's no EMP threat there. But then they come in, there's an EMP threat. They're going to be thrown off completely. They're going to be like, what the fuck? And number 5, to sum up with the final point, play with your team. Don't just sit and play. All right, don't just mindlessly play with crypto. You can't. If you just mindlessly play with crypto, you're not gonna have a fun time. You want to mindlessly play? Go play Lifeline. Go play Caustic. Go play Wraith, Ash, Fuse, whatever. Have a fun time with them. Crypto, you need to tell your team what you're doing. You need to tell them that you're laying an ambush, or that you want to hold an ambush here. You gotta let your team know, hey, stay here for a second. I'm gonna use my drone. I want to go scan beacon real quick so that we can start moving out. I'm gonna scan beacon so we know where to rotate. I'm gonna go check around this choke point real quick to see if there's enemies on the other side. Let them know what you're doing so that they don't get caught up, right? You have the most broad range of capabilities, and in terms of trackers, you have the greatest range. You do. Bloodhound, I think his scan lane reaches like 50 meters at most, I think. Sears isn't that far. The ult's not that big. I mean, it covers a building, but it, like, ultimately crypto can see the entire 200 meter radius around you. That's an entire, like, that's almost all of Fragment. That's almost all of a lot of the major big landmarks. So it's really important to tell your team what you're doing, what you plan on doing, and what you can do. So talk to them. Anyways, that has been it. Thank you guys for coming by. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Make sure to like the video and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time with another Apex video. Until then,
With the real world.